I'm telling you about all these human characters with big names in the movie, and they don't get no time. Man, there is a CG octopus, and there he is right there. He gets more time than a lot of these human actors in the movie, man.
You know, in the comics, Topo is a big deal.
Is he? Topo's a real character?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But look, I liked him.
Yeah.
Shit, I wanted more of him. I'm just saying he gets more top billing than those human characters. Nicole Kidman ain't got shit on his octopus, man. Topo the octopus. Double Toasted Live in Los Angeles is going to be Saturday, April 27th for a night of comedy games and that after party.
Aquaman. Swift and powerful monarch of the ocean.
Agua hambre. For all you people who speak Espanol out there. But, you know, last time we saw Aquaman, he was trying to kill his brother. His brother was trying to kill him. And then he met a fine-ass woman over in Atlantis and had a baby. Now he's
and she didn't shit in his bed this time.
No, well, give it time. You know, it's fun. I wonder if she shits in the bathtub. Amber. But now he's an aqua dad, and you know he's bonding with his baby, still drinking beers with his dad, and you know having a good old time. And
he's living his best life. But
that black son of a bitch, well, I mean, when I say black son, I mean black mantis.
Yeah, that black mantis son of a bitch.
Yeah, so my man, Black Mantis has returned. Old David is his name. Yeah, stick with Black Mantis. That's cooler. Old David has returned. He has vowed revenge for the death of his father in the first movie. So Black Mantis goes out and finds a black trident right here. Why does everything got to be black with this brother, man? Shit, where's he going next? The Black Lagoon?
He's blickety black and black, y'all.
Yeah, shit. Black trident. Black ass off. You know, why is everything black with this brother right here? Anyway. He is angry, man. He finds his black trident right here, and little does he know. I mean, since everything is black and evil in this movie, the trident, hey, big surprise, the trident is too. Turns out the trident is connected to a ruler from long ago from a lost kingdom, and he used the power of that trident to turn his people into the water zombies. And so now, it's so as if this brother wasn't crazy enough, the trident is...
And he's pretty crazy before we got there. And so the trident was just like, man, you and me, we're a match.
The trident was like, oh, hell, this ain't going to be nothing.
I swipe right on you because you and me.
Yeah, black manta, whatever. Yeah, but now it's shit, as if he wasn't crazy enough, that trident's driving his ass even crazier. And before it was just kind of like, well, you know, it's you and me, Aquaman. Let's go at it. Let's settle this shit. But now it's like, you know what? I'm crazy. So now I'm going to kill you, and then I'm going to kill your wife. I'm going to kill that little at home that you call your kid, and I'm gonna kill your dad. And you know what? While I'm at it, like, I'm killing everything.
Kill the world.
I'm just gonna burn down Atlantis. Now, what you gonna do? I'm crazy. It's a lot of stuff going on with this movie, but you get it. I mean, as if it really matters, which it doesn't. You know, what we want to see is Aquaman come in and hoop and holler and kick some ass. And does he do that? Especially with this being the swan song of the last DC universe.
The DCEU.
The DCEU. This is the last movie that we're going out on, man. So did they do it up? Did they do it right? We going out with a bang? Well, we'll go ahead, watch this trailer right here, be back with our reviews.
You want blood? Come get it!
This movie is a prime example of why people are getting tired of superhero movies. And I'm not even saying, at least my opinion, I'm not even saying that. And the thing is, I'm not even saying it's bad. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that this is bad at all, but this is interchangeable with any of the most basic elements of any superhero property out there. Notice I didn't say movie, I said property. It could be a comic book, which is based on, that's fine, but then it could be based, you could take elements from a movie, a TV show, a cartoon, and that's actually what it really does take. It's like big inspiration from a cartoon. This is straight up cartoonish. Mm-hmm. This is probably the most cartoonish shit that the DCU has done, man. When I say cartoons, I'm talking about, you know, afternoon cartoons back when they made Saturday morning cartoons. Mm-hmm. This is a 30-minute episode of a cartoon that is drawn out to 2 hours. And I'm not saying that is bad, you know, but really when you look at it, and hey, look, that might be that might be a good thing. Like if you really love watching action cartoons from back in the day, you know, for Saturday morning, or you know, you come home after school and watch those things, man, this could be a good thing, because there are a lot of scenes that look like the big $100 million version of some of those animated cartoons that we watched.
Fire the goddamn cannon!
They even got the cartoon sound. Yeah, you remember the cartoons where you used to say, "Fire the goddamn cannon"? You remember that? Cartoons. You know, scenes like that making this look like a Saturday morning cartoon or afternoon cartoon or whatever age of cartoons that you grew up in. There's many other reasons for this. You know, this spends a lot of time in Atlantis. And, you know, some parts of Atlantis look more like Atlantic City. You know, it's like a lot of casinos and restaurants and a lot of neon lights everywhere. It looks like, you know, some parts look like an actual city. But also when you start to meet the sea people, you know, like the people that inhabit it, they start to feel really cartoony. You know, the movie starts like a cross between like the Star Wars prequels and SpongeBob. You know?
Yeah. Well, that was, I remember watching the first movie, which I hated. But I thought, this just looks so much like The Little Mermaid meets SpongeBob. Yeah,
shit, I thought SpongeBob's gonna show up with that damn squirrel.
Yeah, and there's so much that's in this that like, there's times I thought, this looks and feels very SpongeBob. Oh yeah, because the way they do underwater physics, it's like it's underwater at times, but there's so many other times where it's like, so y'all gonna talk and there's no bubbles and everybody's just kind of moving like, all right, well, sure.
I kind of left it at those were Atlantis people.
Yeah, I was like, this is what you set up, so I'm not gonna sit here going,
yeah, physics.
I did that first time, but I was like, this time I'm gonna let it go. This is the world where it is. Let me just live in it.
Yeah, because I was laughing at some things that they were doing. Like I didn't judge, I didn't question, but like, you know, they're underwater and they're drinking.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. Yeah. When they're underwater and they go to a bar, you're like, okay, this is very SpongeBob. I don't know how this works.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, some of it at times reminded me of Quantum Mania. Yeah. Where I'm like, all right, y'all getting a little Star Wars here.
Yeah, it looks like the prequels, man, you know, and listen, even then they kind of like tried to make it make sense why they're drinking in the water, because I mean, you know, you live in water, but water ain't alcohol, so they want to get drunk.
Right.
So I got it, and they put little bibs on the top so the water wouldn't seep out.
Yeah.
So they thought
they thought about it, yeah.
Yeah, so but you know, there's other things in there. Like there's a talking crab general, there's a
who was there before.
Yeah, exactly. Now there's a shark man who's running a casino, who's voiced by Martin Short, by the way.
No, I recognize his voice right off the bat. Yeah. I laughed out loud. Yeah. I was like, that's Martin Short.
Yeah. So, and there's even like fish people in the restaurants eating, you know, listening to fine dining music, and they all look kind of like cartoon characters, man. Even the most realistic ones look like cartoon characters, especially when they're in the same scene as an actual human actor. So it's like, all right, you know, this whole thing looks and feels like a more cartoonish than the last movie. At least to me, it did. But you know, and that probably wouldn't. And that doesn't matter too much, man. Maybe there's a cartoonish feel here because there's just not a whole lot of depth here. No pun intended with that. But you know, it's.
You bitch.
Oh, man, I tried to, man, come on. There's no way. You know, it's not that anyone's looking for any depth in this. It's also, oh shit, it's also pretty light and shallow. Because I tried.
You better have an ad. This better be leading to an ad.
I ain't got no ad to save me. I ain't got no ad to save my ass right now. I got nothing, man. Oh, Mark's drowning over there.
I'm going down for the third time.
All that said, I can't blame one for walking into this and watching it and then coming out feeling like, well, shit, Warner Brothers just got an attitude of like, all right, let's just get this shit over with. You know, because all it is pretty much, like I said, it's basic superhero stuff, more fights than anything, because they want to get to the action with this, man. It's a sequel. They go and they do things like, you know, a couple of scenes of big exposition, very obvious expositions. They can just get to what people really want to see, the effects and the action, and you know, and Jason Momoa and everybody else that's in there. Having said that, I still think it works on certain levels. And I'll let you take it from here before I say what I think about those things that work.
You think it works on certain levels?
A couple of certain levels, yeah.
Well, all right, listen, like I said, I'm no fan of the first movie at all. And I wasn't looking forward to this. Although with the trailer, I was like, I see some things that maybe this will work out. And watch this movie, honestly, I had fun with it. it embraces the cartoonishness of it.
Yeah.
It's got a better sense of humor. And a big thing was something I really didn't like with the first movie was Patrick Wilson as Orm, the Ocean Master. But here, him and Arthur, Aquaman, when they are together as brothers, I was like, this is actually enjoyable this year. This movie seems to take itself less seriously.
Yeah, no, that's what it is, man. See, those are things that you're saying the things that I liked with this, because the reason why I think that this worked for me, you've already kind of mentioned it. First of all, I've never had a problem with Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I've always liked this Aquaman because this Aquaman is just a big ass redneck. That's all he is. I mean, I don't mean it as an insult. I mean as a compliment.
No. Yeah, to he is. He loves to get drunk and go wahoo.
Yeah, he's hooping and hollering to his home. Woo! You heard it in the trailer. Yeah. I mean, and now people are teasing Jason Momoa about that. And he's like, he doubled down on it. Mm-hmm. You know, he don't want to be king. You know, this fool wants to drink beer, eat hamburgers, crack corny ass jokes, and more than anything, he just wants to punch something. Yeah, not punch people. He wants to punch something. That fool, he punched a couple of rocks for looking at him the wrong way.
Yes. As a matter of fact, he even gets called out. It's like, hey, maybe we don't need you to punch stuff until they're like, I'm do it anyway. Go ahead.
Yeah, just do it, man. I mean, there's statues looking at him the wrong way. Look at it. Yeah. Drunk ass. That's the best thing about being king for him, man, is that he just gets to beat the shit out of people every now and then. That's the kind of shit he wants to do. You're like, now this is king. You know, he even told his brother, like, I don't get why you fighting over this, man.
Well, that was some of the best parts of it was the drilling down on their actual personalities, where he's like, yeah, I'm king, but I don't really want this. You want this. Yeah. And even the brother was just like, well, I was only fighting you because I was told my whole life I had to, but well, shit, we actually could work this out.
Why were we doing this stupid shit in the first place? Yeah, and
I was like, it fixed something I had a problem with the first movie.
Yeah, and when my man ain't out there, punching the shit out of statues and creatures, he'd rather be at home with his kid and his dad, drinking beer with them, man. But it's this team up, and you just mentioned this, man. It's this team up between Patrick Wilson and Jason Momoa that really was working for me, man. You got other things in the movie that works, but the classic, what they do is, and this is nothing special, they do the classic buddy adventure formula right here. Mm-hmm. And they ain't doing nothing to change that. It's the same thing you've seen with anything. Two clashing personalities. One is the uptight straight man, which is Patrick Wilson, of course, and the other is free and funny, man. And, they spend the whole movie clashing and bickering until, they, like you said, when they look at each other and like, you know what, we have more in common than we thought. Mm-hmm. Of course, before they get to that point, they got to mess with each other, especially Jason Momoa messing with Patrick Wilson. He's like, all right, if you ain't going to lighten up, I'm just going to do this whole movie, man.
You eat it?
Oh, yeah. Shrimp of the land.
Yeah, ain't so bad. Look at that. I remember people in the theater like,
there's an awesome callback to that later.
No, it is. They actually do something very cool with that. I look at that people like, it ain't no real roach.
I know. But you got half the theater going like, don't do it. Like, he's not really eating. The bug. Come on.
Woman losing her mind next to me tonight. He ate that like it was Hello Fresh.
You promised. I promised that you didn't have one of these.
I said I didn't have one then. I didn't say I wouldn't have one later.
Didn't just send that to you just now.
I didn't lie.
I can't trust you anymore.
Oh, man. We should go on the road. But I got to give a word out to our sponsor right now. You don't have to eat cockroaches like Patrick Wilson right here, man. I mean, don't do that. Don't do that. Eat healthy with America's #1 meal kit out there, man. Don't be like this guy. Yeah, healthy is what HelloFresh is all about. Healthy and convenient. The holidays are here, and you're busy. You're out there shopping, You're out there probably planning parties, events, you're attending events. You know, there's all kind of stuff going on with you, man. You don't have time to, you know it. There ain't nothing, and there's no shame in that. You ain't got no time to sit down and cook a meal, much less a nice, healthy meal. But that's okay. That's where HelloFresh has got you this Christmas, man. Bring you the gift of healthy and convenient eating right now. For one, I'm telling you about time. You don't have to worry about that grocery line. You don't have to worry about going out and picking all those ingredients because HelloFresh does that for you and gets it delivered very fresh from farm to your door. You know, with HelloFresh, these meals, instead of, you know, in addition to saving time and not having to stand in the grocery line, they also have meals that take about 30 minutes to cook. And hey, if that's too long for you still, they got meals that are quick and easy meals, 15 minutes or less to cook.
I like that.
And all of these come with the recipes all planned out for you. So even if you cannot cook, don't worry about it. You can. I mean, like I said, I always look at that dog. They got the dog cooking. Look at that, man. Even the dog can follow instructions.
I'm not eating that food. This ain't Ratatouille.
He washed his paws. Come on, man. But also with HelloFresh, a lot of variety. They have so many different recipes. I'm going to show you some right here. Look at their menus right here. Oh, look at all that variety right there. Choose from over 45 weekly recipes and over 100 curated picks from the HelloFresh market. And also, HelloFresh is much more than dinners, because I know that's what you're thinking of. But HelloFresh, they also get you, they got you back on lunch. They got you on breakfast. Boy, for all those breakfast lovers out there, I got something very special for you. You just sit back and hang tight. Don't go nowhere. I got something for you. And planning a holiday party? Well, let HelloFresh come in and help you with your snacks. Help with your food for the people that come over to celebrate with you. You know, they can also help you out with desserts, all kind of stuff, man. They got you. They got you. So, listen. And for the guys out there, I'll tell you something. I've been telling guys this for a while. You don't have to let them know you got this from HelloFresh. You can throw that recipe away, hide them bags, throw those bags away. But if women love a guy that can cook. And, you know, you can go up there and start, read the recipe ahead of time, act like you know what you're doing. Ooh, girls love that, man. Take it from me and take it from HelloFresh. Now, I also mentioned something to you about breakfast.
Yeah, what about breakfast?
You know what, Martin? You look like a man who loves his breakfast. I got something for you. Martin, what would you say? What would you say if I could give you free breakfast for life?
That'd be awesome.
You damn right it's awesome, Martin. And that is exactly what I have for you right here. Look at this. If you go to HelloFresh.com/doubletoastedfree, and if you use that code doubletoastedfree, you will get free breakfast for life. One breakfast item per box while the subscription is still active, which it will be active for a long time because you're going to enjoy HelloFresh. But again, that is free breakfast for life at HelloFresh.com/doubletoastedfree with the code doubletoastedfree. I want to thank HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit, for sponsoring this portion of the show. And I want to thank all of you out there for your support. Oh, let's move on with what we have right here. Let's see. You know, we were talking about how this thing sort of turns into a buddy adventure comedy. And you know what? I look at Patrick Wilson. His character was so serious before.
So, yeah, ridiculously serious.
And once your character mellows out, I just kind of like, man, you know what? See, this is cool. This is how you handle a character, because his character was flat in the beginning. Now he's got, I mean, listen, there's all kind of different ways to make a character fun or relatable or someone that you enjoy watching. With him, they kind of he's uptight, but the character's uptight. Patrick Wilson looks like he's having fun. And also the character's loosening up a little bit, man, even though he tried to murder his brother in the last movie. And they just kind of like forget about that. That's some old shit, man.
Well, it's an interesting thing because while I dig Jason Momoa having fun with this role, the one thing that I found annoying was that how meta it was, and him like constantly commenting on things and making references, almost like Tony Stark. Yeah. And at one point he refers to his brother as Loki. Which is which is like, yeah, that's what it is. But then it made me go like, well, yeah, okay, so basically you guys took Thor Ragnarok and just took that relationship there and say like, hey, we're going to make this the whole movie.
Hey, it works.
No, it works. It does work.
If, I have no problem with it as long as it works. And yeah, you know what? I didn't even think about that. Actually, that's a great comparison because that's exactly what they did with Thor and Loki. I mean, they ain't gonna go no further than this, because this is the last thing they're gonna do. And it seems like Jason Momoa knows that he's about to stop playing Aquaman, so he says, I'm going all in now. Yeah. He's getting as goofy as he wants to be with this.
But it's consistent with his character, so it's not like it's like, oh man, he took it too far. It's like, no, from the very first frame of the movie, he tells you what he's all about.
Oh, he's all about drinking and acting a fool. In fact, I think not the character, but I think Jason Momoa is half drunk through this movie. People even kind of said that. I believe it. I believe you open that trailer door, all kind of beer cans fall out of there.
It's also interesting how between the two of them, Patrick Wilson looks like the classic Aquaman.
Yeah, I know. He does. He really does. Which I'm glad they changed it up, though.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this. As much as Momoa is the damn goofball in here and woo and yeah, I mean, there's a lot of times he does that. But I said,
maybe a little too much.
Yeah, no, he's just kind of embraced it.
I know.
But I think that he can also occasionally kind of tone it down, so it doesn't happen a lot to the point where it annoyed me, man. And there's parts where he's actually responsible. He's like, I don't want to be here, but if I got to be king, I'll be king. So yeah, he's not dumb, and they definitely didn't dumb him down like Thor. Thor is just a damn himbo now. He's just a drunk. But and make no mistake, y'all. Make no mistake. This movie, this is the Jason and Patrick show.
It is.
Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah, because when it's not focused on them, well.
No, because I'm gonna tell you right now. So for anybody who's trying to protest this, I don't even know if they showed her in the trailer. I'm going through the trailer. I don't think they actually even showed Amber Heard.
Oh, in the trailer? Yeah.
I don't even think they put her in the trailer. So for anybody who is protesting this because of Amber Heard, I don't even think she gets 5 minutes in the movie.
Well, she got more than I thought she would. Because I thought, okay, if they want to really clip her, they can. So she gets more, but she doesn't get like important emotional scenes at all.
There's no reason to dodge the movie because you got mad at her during the trial. You shouldn't be doing that anyway. But she's hardly in the movie. Your girl Nicole Kidman as mom. Arthur Curry's mom or Aquaman's mom. She's just there to give some inspirational speeches and get paid. That's all. She gives a couple of inspirational speeches. Hey, let's get them and y'all get along. That's it.
I'm so happy to see my boys together. Excuse me.
Yeah, then she's out. Man, listen, it's funny because I'm telling you about all these human characters with big names in the movie, and they don't get no time. Man, there is a CG octopus, and there he is right there. He gets more time than a lot of these human actors in the movie, man.
In the comics, Topo is a big deal.
Is he? Topo's a real character? Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But I liked him. Yeah. Shit, I wanted more of him. I'm just saying he gets more top billing than those human characters. Nicole Kidman ain't got shit on his octopus, man. Topo the octopus. Yahya Abdul-Mateen, great actor, but probably the flattest character in the movie, man.
I didn't feel that way.
You didn't? Because I did.
No, because here's the thing about him. Like, he didn't get as much screen time as I hoped, but when he was on, I thought, you know what? Here's a villain, because ever since that Mr. Freeze episode of Batman the Animated Series, there's always been this push to make villains more sympathetic. And this dude is not sympathetic at all.
No, he's not.
He is single-minded on revenge. And you kind of want to go to him and go like, come on, man, think this through. You chill out a bit. And it's like, he has no chill. And I was like, you know what? I respect that, because he's just like, this is what I want. This is all I'm going for. And you can't talk me out of this shit. And then getting that trident just pushes it even further.
Yeah. Yeah, that did not work for me. To me, that since he was just so single-minded in this, it just seemed like there was not much to the character. That's just for me. It didn't seem like there was much to the character. Look mad and seek revenge. That was it. And plus the way he achieves it by just by tightening his lips and just staring at people. And I'm like, damn, brother, are you mad or you confused? I can't tell.
Because even from the first movie, he was just so like, everything else, I'm gonna kill Aquaman.
Yeah, and I thought for a second movie there should be some growth to this character, but nah, you know. And like I said, I don't even like the way he was portraying being angry in this, because I was just he looked like some dude that like he looked like me when you picked me up from my colonoscopy, but I was just kind of like just looking and shit. Corey, huh?
yeah, but you weren't being possessed by a magic trident.
I was possessed by drugs. They had me on that trident. That's what.
Plus, I think a lot of what made him work for me was him playing off of Randall Park.
Now that's another character that came up who had some. He's the only one for me who was on the level of Patrick Wilson and Jason Momoa.
Yeah, because he's great in all his scenes. He's conflicted, and he's also working for a dude where he's like, I was kind of with you, but yeah, I'm scared of you now.
Yeah, no, I saw. Randall Park is in the movie, and Randall Park is a comedic actor, man, and he's actually given a lot more character than some of the other continuing characters in the series, man. Y'all may recognize the guy. Here he is. He wasn't in the trailer or anything, but he's in the movie and he's actually really funny. I actually liked him a lot in the film. He's given a lot of screen time. Something that did work for me in the movie is James Wan. Yeah. And when I say James Wan, so James Wan is, a lot of us know him as a horror director. Yeah. And James, you know, in the last movie, he kind of brought that horror element to Aquaman. You know, they went to the trench.
The trench, yeah.
With all the creatures, you know, they look like aliens, you know. When I say aliens, I'm like talking about from Alien. They're like a cross between crustaceans and the alien from Ridley Scott's Alien. You know, this time he does it again in a way. It's a little sillier this time. Like this time it's a whole city of demonic water zombies that they go to.
Well, prior to the water zombie stuff, there were some scenes earlier that I thought worked well as horror scenes.
Yeah, kind of H.P. Lovecraft feeling type stuff, like you can see right here. So, you know, he brought this sort of horror sensibility to it in a way, which I kind of liked. I thought that was cool, man. I don't think that this movie is exactly carrying out DC on a whimper. I don't think that at all. But it's more like, okay, that was fun. You done? Let's get this shit out of here now. You know, make room for the next day. You know, it's not like an event that this is going out on like we would think. You know, the last movie being. It's more like a nice party before everyone is being kicked out the building, man. So I think it's probably too simple, too straightforward, especially for this being the last movie. But I'm sure they thought that they were going to be continuing. They didn't anticipate this. So yeah, it's a high rental for me. I did like it. I had fun with it. I don't think it's great, but I did have fun with it.
I'm the same way. I'm mixed. And when I told somebody afterwards, like, I'm mixed, they were like, how could you be mixed? That was terrible. I was like, wow. I don't think it was terrible. I mean, I don't think it's great, and good is questionable. But this is one of those movies where I was like, this is going to be a polarizing movie. Some of it will depend on how you felt about the first movie. Yeah. And some of it, and there's going to be a lot of people who are already like, they're waiting for DC to just fail and get out the way. So they're going to bandwagon on talking about how bad it is. Yeah. And I was like, you know, being objective, especially somebody who didn't like the first movie at all, if I'm objective about it, I was like, you know, about half of it I thought was fun and an improvement. And the other half that wasn't so great, I was like, well, it's not that different from the first movie. Yeah. I never expected them to go out with a big party, like a big splash. Because one, you know, is the plug is getting pulled before they were ready. Yeah, yeah. But also, when you look at like the catalog up to this point, there is nothing that in the last few movies that has come out to make you think, no, this is going to be the one. Yeah. I was like, this is just not an embarrassment. It's got good things in it. To me, it was such an improvement on the first one that I was like, it's too bad you guys aren't going to get a third try, because maybe that could be the one that would really cement it. Yeah. But if you're, you know, if you already have superhero fatigue, this is not going to wake you up. It's a high rental. It was short of being a low matinee, but I do think objectively it's more of a high rental. Yeah. And you know, I don't know if you could listen to either one of us, because I didn't like the first one, but I know the majority of people did. Yeah, I was shocked. Yeah. I came out like going like, wow, that sucked, right? Yeah. And they were like, no, it's their highest grossing movie. I was like, oh shit, yeah. Okay. And I don't judge by that. You know, so what I'm saying is, I don't have a problem with people liking the first one. Why should I? You know, that's cool. Yeah. I think the majority of people like the first one. I didn't like the first one that much, but I'm also starting to feel like people are probably going to like this less than the first one. So, you know, just think about that. I know. Yeah, you can see for yourself. I don't know, man. Some people always tell me, like, if you watch the first Aquaman again, maybe you'll like it better. I'm going to see. I mean, you know what? And I thought about that. I was like, well, I've seen this, and I was like,
Yeah.
And like, maybe if I watch the first one again, I might change my mind.
Yeah, Julian Green was telling me like he didn't like the first one. He watched it again and had fun with it. So man, I don't know. I'm trying not to be in a mood when I go see things.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know. Maybe I was that day. I'll give it another try because now I had fun with this. I don't think it's great at all, but I had fun with it. But we'll see. We'll see. Don't know we won't because they ain't coming back. That's that.